We see Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and the rest of the cast boarding a train to figure out why are these people mysteriously disappearing on this train. And well, there can only be one conclusion in this anime: it's demons. So it's up to our cast of characters to figure out where exactly this demon is hiding out and how to stop him. And they do so many great, amazing things in this movie in terms of the animation, the dynamic camera angles, the sound effect is superb. And when many people think of Demon Slayer, they immediately jump down to that rabbit hole of episode 19 with the animation looking that beautiful. And can Mugen Train top it? The answer to that is yes. Actually, in the first 10 minutes of this film, they already topped the animation I saw in episode 19. The first 10 minutes, when you see that opening sequence, it does not let up. From start to finish, there was nothing really slow here. Actually, let's go ahead and talk about the villain of the film, because I absolutely love this villain. I mean, he just straight up a psychopath and a crazy person. These people are going to be in a dreamlike state. So what's going to happen in this dreamlike sequences when you have your main protagonist dreaming about the things that he wants the most? And that's what you actually see with all these characters, and you see what each of them really thinks about in their subconscious. When you get into that third act of the movie, let's actually go ahead and talk about the third act of the movie. So the non-spoiler review is the movie is fantastic. However, Demon Slayer fans, if you were expecting Zenitsu or Inosuke to do some things, Inosuke definitely helps out Tanjiro a lot more with the assist. But Nezuko and Zenitsu, despite their one or two flashy moments in this movie, they're quickly put in the shadow, because ultimately it does become the Tanjiro show with Rengoku killing it, absolutely crushing it in the third and final act. One final thing, I did watch this in dub, and I've actually never seen Demon Slayer in dub, so I will surprisingly say everyone from Tanjiro to Rengoku, I thought Rengoku was probably the best dub actor in that whole film. That might be debated. However, what shouldn't be debated is Inosuke. I don't know what the VA performer or the higher up from Shonen Jump is thinking. Every time this man opened up his mouth, it was horrible. I think the VA performer just has to do something different with Inosuke. Wait, 10 out of 10, go ahead and watch it. And now we are diving into spoilers. Rengoku is the emotional gut punch of this film, and he's the character that ends up dying. When you get Rengoku's backstory about how his father never even really cared about him when Rengoku did these accomplishments in his life, I love the moment where he's talking to his younger brother and he's like, hey man, dad didn't really care about what I just told him, but I don't want you to be disheartened about that, because I want to let you know that I love you, and I think you should set your mind and heart to whatever you want to do, and that's the way you should probably live your life, and that's the beauty of life. And that hit me really, really hard. And I can't believe I was a sucker for not thinking, because this is anime 101 if you don't know. If you get a character's backstory, you know they're going to die. And when Rengoku died, my jaw was on the floor. I couldn't believe that they took him out. Not only that, that fight sequence and the way the villain was talking to Rengoku got my head turning so much I couldn't help but think. I mean, Demon Slayers were convinced and I'll jump into the other side. That really got me thinking, and I can't help myself but say I'm so close into reading this Demon Slayer manga because I have to know what happens next. But I can't help but ask myself, as much as an emotional gut punch as it was that Rengoku died, I wonder if there's some more additional context that probably would have given his death some more impact if I read it in the manga. And I love how it ends as it transitions into the season 2 anime of every one of the other Demon Slayers finding out that, oh, my boy Rengoku died. Oh, I can't wait to see some of these demons, because I'm about to their day up. And the final criticism I have to say is not so much on the film, but it's on the villain itself. I think the villain, in terms of the design, his personality, and his look, are all spot on. But we've seen Tanjiro in season 1, every time he defeated every demon, there's always that moment of brevity where they're like, oh my god, I can die in peace, and oh, this is what it's like to appreciate life. And you always see them, you know, tearful and emotional. But when Tanjiro defeated this dude, he didn't have any of that. My name is DJ Miles, and as I always say, to be continued, take care.